In this video, I'm going to attempt to show some basic lead playing, how you can safely improvise lead playing in three different keys actually. And for now, I'm sticking as backing tracks to just a simple blues walking bass, which I've already recorded, and I'm going to be playing hopefully loud enough through a little speaker here. And we're going to be looking at, first of all, the key of E. Now, to play blues in the key of E, essentially there are some safe notes. The blues scale is referred to as the pentatonic scale. Sometimes it's referred to as a hexatonic scale, meaning 6 notes, but that really all that means is you're counting 2 E's in there, okay? So we're going to be looking primarily at the first 4 strings on the guitar. Here's an E. Now, when you're playing, whether it's blues or whether it's a major scale based or a minor scale based song in E, E is going to be a safe note every time. When we're playing blues, we can also use the G at the 3rd fret on the 1st string, and we can actually bend that note a little bit. One of the things about blues is that blues came to us from, the slaves who were brought from Africa. They brought some of the elements of their music with them, and their scales were not based on the same thing as Western music, which was majors and minors. And you can certainly listen to music from other parts of the world where clearly they're using scale types that are totally different because the music sounds so different. What's happened with the blues scale stuff is that over the last 150 years, it's been absorbed gradually into, I guess, everybody's music one way or another, and sometimes combining with other kinds of music. So it found its way. Blues really is the foundation of rock and roll, blues and country. And a lot of blues stuff is found in country itself, to be honest. But we're looking at the beginning of how you play some notes, and you're at least not going to be playing the wrong ones. You may not be playing them in a great way, but you're playing them in a safe way. So we're going to, again, we're key of E. We can use the open E, and you can use these notes in any order. We can use the 3rd fret G, and you can bend it. We can use the open 2nd string, which is B. We can use the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, which is A. Open 3rd, which is another G. Can't really bend that one as an open string, but it doesn't matter. And we're going to also use the E note, which is the 2nd fret of the 4th string. So what I'm going to try and do is, and as I say, this may not sound like great music, but it won't sound discordant, okay? Provided I play the right notes. Anyway, I'm going to actually just use my little backing track, which will have me introducing it, I'm sure, and play along with it. Okay, this is one of a series of backing tracks to play along with. I'm going to start off with one in the key of E. This will be a 12-bar pattern in the key of E for playing blues or rock along with. 2, 3, 4. I forgot to mention you can use the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, which is a D. Here we go again. I also put in the open 4th string there, which is another D. Don't be afraid to repeat notes. you're now going to hear a backing track in the key of G. Here's the interesting thing about music being patterns and systems. I'm actually going to use those same notes as I just did playing the blues in the key of E. The only difference is I'm not going to bend the G note because we're playing in the key of G, so we don't want the G being bent. And I'm going to play something which will actually probably sound as if it's based on some of the notes, in fact, 6 of the notes in a major scale. Okay, so it gets back to this idea of safe notes. My old music teacher when I was at school, our music program was one where you were learning the academics of music rather than actually playing music. But he told us, we used to have to do composition, and he told us you can always make a melody that will sound safe, not discordant, if you don't include the 4th and the 7th notes of the major scale. And that was one of those little gems that stuck with me. And it made like a gateway into, this is how you can get away with playing things on guitar without fear of, I'm going to hit a horrible note there. So anyway, going to use this same principle, those same notes, but this will be based on a major scale, if you like. So anyway, let's have my partner here carry on with his G backing. Here's a little strum pattern, a 12-bar pattern, again doing a basic bluesy type rhythm in the key of G. 2, 3, 4. Trying to end phrases on a G. There's another G there. And again. Going to pause here. Okay, here we go again. We're going to now look at key of A. Now, we need to, in order to play safe notes, we need to know where those notes are located on the guitar. So on the 1st string, we have an A at the 5th fret. We also have an A here, 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Now, there's also open 5th and 6th fret of the, 5th fret of the 6th string, but we're not going to worry about those lower notes. We're just going to focus on the higher notes. So what you're going to see is we're going to be able to use the notes that are separated like this. Here's A. We can also use, as a blues scale, we can use the G. I'm sorry, I should have done that with my 3rd finger there. 5th fret, 3rd fret, which is a G. 5th fret 2nd string, which is E, 3rd fret 2nd string, which is D, 5th fret 3rd string, which is a C, and that's one we can bend, and A, which is the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, okay? So we can do those in a blues pattern, okay? Let's see how we get on with that, because we can then repeat that backing and do a major scale-based pattern in A, and you'll just see how the position of the notes changes slightly, okay? So here we go. My partner will introduce this. Here's another blues strum pattern, walking bass type in the key of A. 2, 3, 4. I'm sliding into some of those. Don't be afraid to repeat. don't be afraid to leave gaps. Space is good. B.B. King, with his playing, you'll notice lots of spaces. One more time. That there, I'm not so much bending as just sort of doing a bit of vibrato, I guess. Okay, now, just going to pause here for a second. Actually, I can probably just go straight back on this. Oh, it looks like it's set up for me again. So this time, I'm actually going to use a slightly different note pattern, but still focusing on this A here, okay? But this time we're going to use 2nd fret of the 4th string, of the 1st string, which is an F sharp. We're going to use 5th fret again of the 2nd string, but also 2nd fret of the 2nd string. Now, we're not going to use that C note there again this time. We're going to use the 4th fret of the 3rd string and also the 2nd fret, which is A again. So we're using A, this is B here, C sharp, E, F sharp, and A. And those are all notes within the major scale of A. Okay, so let's see how this sounds, because this is going to have a different kind of sound to it from playing the blues scale-based solo. Okay, here we go. My partner will introduce, no doubt. Here's another blues strum pattern, walking bass type in the key of A. 2, 3, 4. I can actually get away with bending this B note, the 4th fret of the 3rd string. Now I'm going to go back into a blues scale pattern, okay? Just to mix it up. One more time. Mixing it up again. There you go. Okay, so that's some basics about how you play safe note lead patterns. Blues. Whoops, sorry, my partner wants to carry on there. Anyway, so that's it for this particular video. And as time goes on, we'll introduce some other thoughts. But for right now, that's it. And hope you have fun playing along with this, okay? Because this is the way we do it.